What was your personal experience during Hurricanes Irma and Maria?
So we had August floods, which was on the 7th of August. Then a month later we had Irma, and then 2 weeks after that we had Maria. So the difficulty was preparing for what Irma was or was not going to be. I think having the opportunity to sit and be a part of the government representing the constituency of the 2nd District, which I do, in the BVI, we were being updated daily by the NEOC. So we were told it's going to be a strong one, it's not going to be a normal, it's going to be a very powerful hurricane, but it will pass to the north of us. So a lot of people got relaxed, included our family. But during the passage of Irma, I think for me, and I haven't spoke about this, so you have a very good opportunity here, because I haven't even spoken about this back home. But Irma took us on a roller coaster. Personally, for my family, there were 8 of us. We were up by my dad's house. There were 8 of us, my brother, his 3 children, my wife and I, my daughter, and my father and mother. We were upstairs when the wind started. We were sitting around a glass dining room table. Nothing was on this table. And within 10 seconds, the entire table shattered. My brother's 2 twins, youngest children, are 2 years old, so they started to scream. My daughter started to cry. And then we realized that the roof started to lift off. So we said, let's go to a safe room, which was the bathroom. But then right as we were going towards that way, the roof started to lift off there. And when we ended up under a staircase in my dad's house, it's about, I would say it's about 8 by 8, if that big, 8 of us. And one of the things that I remember specifically is we're in this room, we're blocked in because as people say the winds were 180 miles per hour, I would guesstimate, just based on the force of it, over 250 miles per hour. But I remember saying to my family, let's pray. And after we prayed, my daughter, who's 8 years old, that's my angel, she started to sing hymns. And everybody in our family started to sing. And my dad started to feel lightheaded. So we're trapped between 2 doors. Water starts to fill in around our ankles for us. And then we realized the water is coming up to around our shins. And my brother said to me, we need to get out this room. So he's trying to push out against the door where the winds are coming in. On the other side of the door, you're hearing the windows shatter. You're hearing all sorts of destruction. You're not sure what's going to happen. And I think we both looked at each other, with my father feeling lightheaded and our families around us, and we both decided we're not going to die today. We're just not going to die today. So we broke the door down, shoulder to shoulder, and we pushed that door. That door has not closed since. And we got our families to a safe part of the house. Now, coming out and seeing what was done after Irma, I think that's the humbling part for me, where even though I'm an elected member of the people of the Virgin Islands, even though persons might have the titles of pastor and prime minister and premier, Irma neutralized everything. You didn't know you had neighbors so close to you, because everything, when I tell you everything, was devastated, was flattened to the ground. All the trees were destroyed. And it gave me an opportunity to smile. And my wife said to me, something's wrong with you. Because I saw an opportunity for us to start to remedy some of the problems that we've had before Irma, before Maria and these storms, that we have not remedied. We've just been putting bandages on. So for me, it's an opportunity to correct some of the ills that we have. But I believe what's easier for us is, as a BVI community, as a Caribbean people and nation, that we do what we have started to do, which is in our hearts, which is in our blood, in our veins, as people of this Caribbean, that we do it together, that we work very closely together. I remember hearing my forefathers and my parents, my grandparents talk about sharing food and sharing this and giving and just being concerned about your neighbor. We have lost that in the BVI. Now we have an opportunity, and that has been exercised throughout the BVI community, where people are working together, just concerned about their brother, concerned about their sister, to do what is needed to do. Together with all the partners that have come and joined with us to help rebuild and help us get food and get water and shelter and the things of that nature. The Caribbean partners from Trinidad all the way up to Puerto Rico, the UK, United States, have been doing a tremendous job to help us. And I am grateful. There's a long, long road ahead. The quote of normalcy, my push to us as a Caribbean people, as a BVI community, is that we take our time and do what we need to do right.
What resonated most with you from this workshop?
The takeaways from this conference thus far is that the laws that we have on the books, the structures that are somewhere on shelves in books and in legislations, we need to take them off. We need to enact the plans that we have. We need to enforce the laws that we have, building codes and all those things. We need to ensure that now we are doing what's fit and proper to rebuild our territory. The BVI was built over 50 years. Irma lasted just about 6 or 7 hours. Maria, for some strange reason, lasted about 12 hours, but that was just wind and rain. Now we have an opportunity. People say that we are the future, but I believe we are the now generation. So we have an opportunity to take the tools of legislations, of the frameworks, of the camaraderie that exists as a community, Caribbean and United States, United Caribbean, whatever you want to call us. We just are people that have resources that we can all band together, work hand in hand, pull on strengths from each territory, each jurisdiction, and just work together to rebuild our Caribbean. I believe the Caribbean part of the world continues to be the envy of the rest of the world. And I think joining forces together with these conferences, with the CPA, but now more so with our leaders, not being concerned about I'm in BVI and you're in Antigua and Dominica, but being concerned as a people. This is what we want our brand to look like going forward. We can do it together.